Coach, do you have an injury update on Solo Tully?
Yeah, we confirmation. He just had a procedure to repair a lower leg injury. Real disappointed. He was having a great camp, had a great spring, but still gonna have a great chance, I think, to have him back with us again next fall. And knowing him and what he's fought back from, no surprise to us all to see him do it. So he got that repaired today, and it's a tough part of our game. I mean, that's every day you come out here, right? You put your body on it. You never know when it's going to be. A guy like him, he leaves it all out there every single play. You have no regrets. He's already got the attitude. He's going to come back stronger. And so I wouldn't hinge on I wouldn't maybe go too far right now on the disappointment. He's excited and motivated to get back.
Outside of Solo, how's the health otherwise with the rest of the team?
Better. Yeah, we've improved some here over the last week. We had a pretty physical camp. Other than that, we're pretty clean on anything major, but just some of the normal things that you have coming out of camp. And last week, we're able to get some guys healthy, and we're right now probably the healthiest we've been, minus him, since we started fall camp.
President Folt mentioned getting a lot of input from coaches about what they wanted from the new AD. What did you share? What are you hoping to get in that position with Jen Cohen, and have you talked to her much?
Yeah, I shared a lot. Just gave her just an outside perspective on what we'd seen in our past, and obviously some perspective on what we'd seen in our time here at USC. I felt like we were going to be positioned. I know I told you all to get the very best. I mean, this is an elite job, and it's even more than a few years ago. It's so set up for the person coming in here, I think, to do extremely well. I was fired up. We got some great recommendations about Jen, some people that we all really trust. And I think that definitely meant a lot coming from coaches and administrators across the country. There was a lot of people interested. Not everybody that magically pulled their name we were actually interested in. That's how that goes. But we had some really quality candidates. I think administration made a great decision. We visited some yesterday, and then had a chance to spend some time together in person this morning. She's fantastic. We simply could not have done better.
When you look back at going into the first game last season, what are some tangible differences that you see out here, and some where you've seen like the biggest stride from week one last year?
Yeah, I mean more good players, less bad players. More depth. The front seven defensively is a big difference. For sure, the linebacker room defensively, obviously the linebackers, defensive line, all of them. That feels a lot different. A little more competition across the board. There was probably less position battles at this point. More, you kind of knew who was going to play, whereas there's still several rooms where you could see it going either way. But there's still a lot of youth on this team. There's still a lot of new on this team too, right? Like we're not like we returned 20 starters. So we've got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of growing. We'll have to grow some during these early games.
How much clarity do you feel like you have in the secondary at this point?
Getting pretty good. I feel like on a 2 deep we're have a pretty good idea of where we're going to be, and I think we've got a couple guys that we would list as 3s right now that absolutely have a chance to play and crack the 2 deep and even maybe eventually become starters. So still some competition ongoing, but yeah, I mean I think guys like Kalen, guys like Max, Jalen Smith, Damani, Sierra, Bryson, Christian Rowland Wallace. Those are guys that have kind of asserted themselves, and you feel like they are going to have a chance to play a lot of snaps. And then you got a few other guys, Beaver, Zion, Christian Pierce, Prophet. We got a handful of other guys. Jacoby Covington probably could put on that first list. We got a handful of others though that are going to play and are going to have an opportunity to move up the series.
Going on year 3 with Kalen and Lincoln, what have you seen from him as far as the differences in his game from last year? Do you feel like there's another level that he can potentially reach this season, even coming off the Heisman?
Oh yeah, I mean he's played a year and a half of college he's the first one to admit that, and that's why. And to see, yeah, he's a tremendous player. But there's not any part of his game like that is at its elite. It can't. Right? So we're pushing it on all facets. We're coaching him hard. He's been very responsive, and I do think he's a better player right now than he was. But he's got a different skill set and a whole new set of challenges that are coming up that he's going to have to get ready to work with and respond to.
It seemed like the eventful summer in terms of some of the NIL opportunities that are kind of new for a lot of players. What kind of conversations do you have as a coach about balancing some of those new obligations that come up and wanting to take advantage of those?